The second quarter of the season just started. You're 1-0. Okay, that's what I want you guys to focus on. Okay, and we played complimentary football to a T today. Okay, we started the game, defense 3 and out, offense touchdown. Okay, we haven't started like that all year. That was awesome. Okay, there was a time where the defense gave up a touchdown and the offense drove all the way down the field, down to the 1. We weren't able to get it in. What did the defense do? Turn around, pick 6 right away. Okay, pick 6. And then how did the offense respond? First possession, drove down the field, touchdown to start the second half. It was awesome, okay? Fourth quarter, what happened? Offense, 17-play drive for a touchdown. Defense, what'd you do? Turnovers, stops. You couldn't get points on the board. That was awesome, guys. Really proud of you. You got a lot of game balls. A lot of game balls after that one, okay? Start with the defense here, okay? Trey Hendrickson, 2.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble. Cam Taylor-Britt, the moment we needed it. INT, pick 6. Jermaine Pratt, 10 tackles, 1 diving, beautiful interception right in front of me. Okay, 1 4th and 1 stop. Okay, stoned him. Okay, and 1 quick shoulder injury that you're going to recover from. Trent Irwin, career high, 8 catches. Offensive line, you guys stood up big time in this game. You stood up big time because Joe Burrow went 36 of 46 for 317, 3 touchdowns, and 1 scramble for a first down. And Jamar Chase brought a Cincinnati single game receiving record, 15 catches, 192 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Before Ted breaks us down here, okay, is one last game ball. Kwame Lassiter, okay? For those of you that don't know, his late father had a tremendous career here from 95 to 2002, had 25 interceptions, had 4 interceptions in 1 game, okay? Special moment for Kwame, game ball Kwame Lassiter. And his first career catch in a game. All right, hey, long flight home. Let's get rested up. Go attack the Seahawks next week. Here we go, Ted.
Hey, pass it to the Cincinnati kid. Here you go.
Where is Ray?
Who they think? Yep.
Who they think gon' beat the Bengals? Who they think gon' beat the Bengals? No!
Welcome to the Queen City Shites podcast. I'm your host, Ray Summers. Shout out to my co-hosts, Maverick and Foxx, man. Tell me what's up, y'all, man.
What's going on? No coincidence. I find the hat, we get the dub.
Yes, sir, Ski, man. You already know what time it is. Business is business. Episode 58, man, for all the stripes, man. You already know what time it is. Let's get into it. Bengals win 34-20, man, on this Who Day Victory Monday, man. How y'all feeling about this, man? How y'all feeling about this win?
Go for it, Fox.
Definitely satisfying. Feels like everything is right in the world. You feel me? It's definitely. I'm not going to stand on the ledge and be like it's perfect, but hey, it's a start in the right direction. You know what I mean?
I like that. All right, Mav.
Hey, I agree with him. Hopefully, this is the kick start. The way the offense was going, the way Burrow was moving on his leg. And they were able to do all that without Higgins out on the field.
Mm-hmm.
I'll get more into it later. There's some slight concerns on the defensive side of the ball, but overall, I liked everything the way that we actually executed the game plan.
Facts. Facts. I agree with both
On
of you
the
guys,
road.
man. Yep. You can't forget about that. Yeah. On the road, execute the game plan. They finally got a rhythm on offense. Defense played a hell of a game. I think they got like what 3 total turnovers. I'm getting tongue twisted. 3 total turnovers. 3 total turnovers.
Take a drink.
Yeah. 3 total turnovers, man. But the special teams was nice. But yeah, Burrow looked great. He looked great yesterday. I think it's time we can put those calf news shit to bed. But yeah, outside of that, yeah, let's get right into it, bro. The first half, like, I loved it. It was kind of similar to the Rams game that we saw, like the Monday night couple weeks ago. Got to a drive early. Got Mixon some feeling. Let me see these stats real quick. Even Mixon got some looks. I think everybody got some looks. Matter of fact, I think everybody got some looks. I don't know if Chase Brown got any looks, but I know we're talking about off the air during the shot rewind. We're talking about what's the name? Damn, just lost his name already. The running back that messed up on the fourth goal. No, it was a 4th down with Burrow, or 3rd and 1 over Burrow.
Travion.
Thank you, Travion Williams.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah, he got some looks, but yeah, then going to the second half, like I said, second half was great. I'm over here getting like funneled with a whole bunch of highlights. All I can't get out of my mind was a 63-yard bomb. I can't get that out of my mind. Everything else in the game mattered, but that 63-yard TD bomb was just it was classic. It was vintage Burrow Chase. There is some questions to be asked after we saw what we saw yesterday, like how the offense looked without Higgins. But we'll get into that shit later. But overall, like I said, I enjoyed the game. It was a perfect victory. I don't know if I'll call it a statement game, but just like you guys said, it's a great step forward going to the next week. And then hopefully get the dub on that. We'll talk about later against the Seahawks and then, go beyond. But first things first, man, how you guys feel about Joe Burrow's performance, man? Let's hear it, bro.
You want to take it, Fox, or me?
I'll let you start it off.
Let's go, bro.
All right. I mean, everything that we saw from Burrow, like you said, was the old vintage Burrow. With all the news about his leg, he actually showed fairly good mobility, had a scramble and that, move around in the pocket, was able to get the throw.
Yes, sir.
The 63-yard touchdown play that was to Chase is the most air yards for any touchdown in Joe Burrow's career so far.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, he also had a lot of time to throw it. It just proves to show, if the offensive line could actually guard and block, give Burrow the time that he needs, the plays can develop and he can hit him deep. The sad thing was that Arizona knew he just kept going to Chase and they still couldn't slow him down. Now he's 7-11. He let you know last week, I'm open. I'm always fucking open. Apparently, Arizona didn't listen to that.
Right. Like, did you see that they had him in single coverage almost the whole game? They had Jamar Chase in single coverage. I couldn't believe it.
It was like 5 to 10 yards off. Like,
yeah.
I don't think it mattered if they had 10 on him. He was still open.
Yeah, I'm like, bro. But the most thing you wouldn't do, like, without, we don't got Higgins, like, you at least try to double. They didn't double at all.
Yeah.
They didn't double at all. So I'm all the way with it. Like Mav said, man, 7-11, always open.
I would hope after the game was over that Jamar called Chad and said, "Hey, I'm open," and then hung up, just like Chad used to do.
I'm sure.
Just give it a little dish back to him.
Facts. I'm sure they had a conversation. Yeah, I'm sure he called him. I'm sure he called him when he saw that. I'm sure they talked to him.
But pretty much from the offensive side, the way the game started, their first drive, they went 11 plays and 64 yards, and they didn't have to settle for a field goal. So that was a big thing right there. You went on script and was able to get down and score the first half touchdown of the season.
Yep.
Sad that it took 5 games, but rather late than never. I think the way the Bengals are playing right now is kind of how their MO's kind of been for the past couple of years, that they might just be a late bloomer. You got a lot of teams right now that look really good right now out the gate. Let's see if they can keep that momentum towards the end. It's all a matter of if you get hot at the right time.
Facts. So it's safe to say the preseason is over.
Yeah. Well, if you look, 4 games in, you play 3 games through the preseason now.
Yep.
So there's your 3 plus the season opener. You got all that rust out.
Facts, yo. Yeah,
while
man.
Doing it on half a leg.
True. Yeah, like weeks 1 and 4, he only had 2 TDs. One win, like I said, week 5 got 3 TDs. Well, like I said, we looking good. He looked good yesterday.
Real good.
How did you feel about it, Fox, man? He looked good.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, like Mav said, it was good to see him stepping up in the pocket. You know, even the play where he got sacked, but he kind of jumped over the guy that was reaching at his leg. It's good to see that, even though it was a sack, but it's good to see that because it's like, all right, you're not really having issues with the leg. You know, what's that?
I still flinch every time.
Yeah, every time. Yeah, I already know it. I know it. But it just, and he scrambled for like 10 yards straight up the middle. It looked good. So, like I said, I'm not jumping on the ledge and saying off the ledge and being like, yeah, this is everything that we needed. But
yeah,
we getting the ball rolling, you know?
Yep. It's doable. It was a solid performance. You know, it's about time because, like, you know, this past couple episodes, we've been talking about how he hasn't looked himself, and we finally see in this game he looked like his natural self, man. Like you guys were saying, moving in the pocket, look confident in the pocket. The line, you know, there were some mishaps here and there, but when it was said and done, when it came to the scoring plays and the plays they had to run, they executed it really well. Especially on the third down plays. I think that's something to point out. I think they converted. Let me see this. Yeah, on the short yardage, man, they converted 9 out of 13 short yardage situations for first down. That's the most we've seen so far, like this season. So
yeah, but at the same time, they also still allowed another issue. There was 3 third down sacks again.
Oh yeah, I mean, you can't let
that happen.
Yeah, you can't let that happen.
And the one stat that they need to take away from Burrow is the interception. That was not his fault.
Oh yeah, that was a turf monster by says Trent Irwin on there. But yeah, but it was just nice seeing it was getting, like I said, it was the quick play, it was the quick passes, got the yards at the catch. It was everything we was basically talking about these last couple of weeks. You just got to get the ball off quick, get the yards at the catch, and just let the wide receivers work, man, in open space. And they were all doing it. Tyler Boyd, Trent Irwin, Chase, Yoshi got some looks. What's that? Not Latimer, the guy they put at the end, at the very end. Even got some.
Yeah, I forgot his name now. His dad, if I remember correctly, played for Arizona.
Yeah, somebody got his name wrong. It's not Latimer. It's like
it's something
Kwame Lassiter.
Lassiter, thank you, man. Kwame Lassiter.
Kwame Lassiter to
back to the practice squad. He's going back. He got his shine.
Hey.
He might.
It was a good moment for him yesterday. Don't rain on his parade.
Thanks, yo. That was a solid moment, man.
Yeah,
it was.
And then also like to add on to the Joe Burrow performance, it's like there was actually finally scoring in the red zone. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I was paranoid on the first drive because it looked very similar to when we played the Rams, how we got all the way down to the goal line and it took literally to third down or maybe fourth down, but thank God we got it off on the third down and scored. So that once you broke that seal, it was game on. It was just lights on. How I saw it, man. But yeah, like he played great. Anything else to add to Burrow's performance? That is it, man. Going forward, man.
Another game, he threw 46 times, but the run game was able to do 26 run attempts. So that's a pretty damn good productive offensive day with a quarterback rating of 108.1. I'll take it.
Yeah, 26 rushes. Man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Mixon carried 25 times and Trevion Williams carried once. Other than that, it was Joe Burrow ran 4 times, but that's not really a design play.
Facts. It's about time that he got that 20 plus, man.
Looking for the 20, you're right.
Going forward, man. Jamar Chase performance, man. How we feeling about this, man? He broke the single game franchise record on most receptions in the game. How y'all feeling about it, man? I love it.
He's always open.
He's always open.
He said it last week. You're right. I'm always open.
Man, not even that. Like he been saying it because Mav been pointing me to this. Like I said, because remember on season 1. I was going for the kid that's at the Lions right now. Mav was all Chase. I'm not going to fake like I've been all Chase this whole entire time. This dude, he's basically been doing everything he said he was going to do the moment we saw him get on that podium over there in Vegas, man. He's going to break all the records. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. Like he's been a man of his word since day one. So it's just like, I'm not, keep feeding him. Keep feeding, man. Like this dude, like, yeah, man. Because Mav put me on him. So I was just like, all right, let's just see how this goes. We went through the whole the preseason mishaps and stuff, and was like, all right. And then when the game started, the first game, we saw the bomb, the Vikings game. I'm like, okay. And then from there, he's just been lights out, man, breaking records. Got the broke the rookie record. Like, touch. It's amazing to witness what we got right now on this offensive core. So it's just like.
And I'm going to put this back out there again. Remember how many so-called fans were talking so much shit about Chase his rookie season and the preseason? He can't catch a cold. He can't catch nothing. Okay.
Yeah, man. Facts. At least shutting everybody up now, man. Like he's shutting everybody up. I'm enjoying it, man. Anything else to add with Chase? Going forward,
did that without Higgins on the opposite side.
Yes, sir. All right. Now that's my question. It's okay. So can we say, okay, this is a question. I don't know where everybody's gonna go with this. So was the Arizona defense that bad, or Chase and group is that damn good? Or a little bit of both?
I'm gonna say the Arizona defense is not that good.
It ain't look that good. Like I said, you dumb as hell to put them in single coverage.
I'll say this though. The first half, they was hanging in there. I mean, they was sitting in the house. So, I mean, if it hadn't been for that pick six, we would have been down at the half.
Yeah.
I mean, they did a little bit to, let's just say the secondary sucked. I'm not going to say taking it away from the line and the linebackers.
Secondary of Arizona?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, like you said, it was a play where Chase was double cover, and he still got it. I'm like, maybe they just not that good. Honestly, can you name anybody in the secondary?
Hell no, I can't name nobody on that secondary.
Go ahead, look it up, man.
But I will say, I'll just say Chase is that good, but their defense, the game plan was just stupid. I was like, I would not be doing single coverage on Chase, especially if I see Higgins not in the game. I'm not single coveraging on Chase, but that's on them though. But I'll say Chase is just that good. I mean, he's like I said, like he's been showing it since literally day one since he got here. He's been literally been proving himself like since day one. So it's like he's that guy. Like he's that dude. He's that dude, man. How you feeling, Mav?
What is the exact question again? Just so I make sure I answer correctly.
I said, okay, is it with Chase performance or just our offense performance as a whole? Is it our offense is progressing, we're that good, or the Arizona defense was just that bad? Or a little bit of both?
Okay. The perfect answer for me is a little bit of both. You had a battle of two teams that were both 1-3 so far to start the season. We know what the Bengals offense is capable of doing. They have not made that mark yet. They needed to finally have a game where they could break out. And kind of both worlds collided. You have an up-and-coming offense that has yet to be able to show it this season versus struggling defense. What was supposed to happen yesterday is exactly what did happen. That should be expected when you have a good team versus a bad team. We just have not shown to be a good team yet as of this season. So, like we were saying at the start of this, it's just hopefully the start of what's going to, be able to continue.
Right.
So, but it's got to start somewhere. And one thing we've complained about the Bengals for years is they always seem to play to the level of their competition.
Yeah.
They would play good against great teams, and then they would play bad against bad teams. They would games they were expected to lose and lose the games they were expected to win. So the fact that, but we were both 1-3, we went on the road into their house, and they were able to do what they were able to pull off with a quarterback that's still recovering from a leg injury and your number 2 wide receiver out with a fractured rib. I have no complaints on that front.
True. Very true. Very true. Yeah, you ain't wrong with saying that shit. Now that's a perfect segue. So are we sold on the offense going forward? Are we sold?
No.
Like you think they rubbed off the rust off because of this game?
No,
I'm about to say I'm not sold yet.
It's a great start.
It's coming.
But they got to show that they can be consistent.
Thank you.
You don't have you don't have a Myles Garrett chasing you down. You don't have a TJ Watt chasing you down.
Thank you.
You don't have everybody pretty much on the 49ers defense chasing you down.
So Arizona's that bad?
No, they're not that bad. But I'm just stating in general, they don't have that caliber player that
Start,
that can. I mean, you saw how much the Pittsburgh's defense last year changed. What was out. Their
Amen.
defense was pretty much non-existent. Just
Amen.
one player can change it. And the same thing can be said with our defense, which I'll get into later. But so, I mean, again, they peaked at the right time.
Right.
That's more or less what I could say with.
Yep, that's perfect answer for. I mean, like, yeah, they this is probably the game to literally, like you said, like to show the peak, and like hopefully, like you're saying, I was about to say the same thing. Hopefully, they could be consistent. We've been on that topic for the last, like, this season 3. We've been talking about this in season 1. Like, they have to just be consistent each and every game with this type of tempo. So yeah, we'll see. How you feeling, Fox, with this, man? Going forward, you sold?
Nah, not at all. Kind of like what Mav said. The rust is coming off. So, and as we stated before, you moving in the right direction. I just don't think that like, I like the game plan, the short passes to Chase, but like you said, they was playing off of him, single coverage. That ain't gonna be the game plan when you playing these other teams. They're not gonna do that. Who we got next? Seattle?
Seattle next.
And Seattle got a good defense, so you'll see how the game plan is gonna change. So we'll have to see what type of play calling, because something is gonna have to change. It can't be the same stack, offense. So
that's one thing I didn't really see a lot of people talk about was like the play calling. I'm pretty sure I felt like everybody was kind of satisfied with the play calling yesterday. Like, were y'all satisfied?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say for the most part, I'll say I was satisfied. I mean, there was some mishaps like every now and then, but they kept the tempo up. I'll say that. They kept the tempo up. So that was good to see. There was some other good looks. At first, they were doing that telegraph shit. Mix is either on the left or mix on the right. But I mean, they brought some double backs. They brought, a lot of motion that we didn't really see in all the past couple games. So it's like, yeah, I'm with you guys. They're heading the right direction. But I'm not sold yet. It's gotta go forward with this shit. But yeah, anything else to add? Here we go, man. One positive take and one negative take from this game, man. Or if you got a couple, man.
To go? I'll give my positive.
That's fine.
My positive take on the game, and we talked about it because it was done to us. I'm not going to go back down that road, say the team in the situation.
Oh, shit.
All right, no better.
It's okay if you want to, but go ahead.
The Bengals finally turned the table.
Yeah.
And rolled a 15-play, 83-yard drive that took 8 minutes and 55 seconds and actually ended that drive with a touchdown. Did not have to settle it for a field goal.
You talking about the one in the third quarter?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Thank you. I had that written down too. It was about time. Go ahead, Maverick. I ain't interrupting.
No, to me, that was my big positive play of the game.
It
was that one.
It took away a lot of the clock. It was everything we talked about. Take your time. They had the good lead. That's it. They did everything right on that play. I think it was on maybe 5 or 6 minutes left in the game after that whole drive. And I think they had the ball with 4 or 5 minutes left in the third quarter, I believe, and going into the fourth. So yeah, I'm with you on that. I had that written down as well. I was like, that was solid. I was like, it's about time. Clock management, and me and you, Matt, we've been talking about that since season 1 about clock management, and it was good to finally see that. Go ahead, Fox. What you got? You got any positive? You got a negative?
The positive, I would say with the play calling, it seemed like, now, like I said, I don't know if that was just the defense that they had out there, but it seemed like the plays that they had was the quick pace. All right, let's do this. Let's switch it up a little bit. Hit multiple receivers. Don't even though we fed Chase, what he had 15 catches.
Yeah.
15 catches, you still had Irvin with 8? I think Tyler had maybe 6 or 7.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I definitely like the play calling and the ability for Joe to step up in that pocket.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, that's a good take too. I'll say, since y'all both go positive, I say the only negative take was probably it was a lot of missed tackles on the defense. They was
just get to my negative yet.
They were literally just sliding. There's a couple big plays they let up, but good thing they capitalized on it when it got towards the goal line. They capitalized on it, or just the certain plays they capitalized on it. Got the turnovers. Then we got the strip fumble towards the end of the game. Jermaine Pratt got an interception. Cam Taylor-Britt got an interception. That was a pick 6, by the way. So yeah, I think other than that, it was just the missed tackles that kind of bugged me a little bit. So it's like when it comes to the run defense, I think that's like the only thing that's kind of like our I'll say I won't even say a minor weaknesses. It could definitely show that the cut could be more open down the road if they don't fix it now. That's just what I've seen like these past couple of games. Like the run defense kind of been little iffy, man, to pay attention to.
The chunk plays are what's the biggest issue for this defense. They'll
Yeah.
get the short plays, but then they'll turn around like Brown had a 25-yard touchdown,
Yeah.
a 35-yard Connor run.
Mhm.
More the direct snap, the Moore went for 41 yards.
Mhm.
You know, and if it wasn't for the fortunate defense that this defense has been past couple years with getting turnovers when it's needed, I mean, unfortunately, you had a missed Hendrickson pick six, Wilson had a miss, and Turner also had a miss. But the tackling is what is the biggest issue, and also that's what I was kind of hinting to earlier when I said it. Seems to be a lot of confusion and chaos in that secondary, and I don't know how many people remember this. Lou Anarumo I want to say it was during the springtime in the offseason, there was a comment he made over two specific players that went into free agency and that we lost.
Yeah.
Both of them were our defensive captains in the back with Von Bell and Jesse Bates. And I think those two actually covered a lot of mistakes that some of the defensive players made. And
with
they
their
didn't
veteran
seem to
presence.
show as much with them covering when someone has a blown coverage. You know, I'm not gonna say his name, but we'll just say like it rhymes with Tapple.
Oh, let's go.
So, you know, things like that were covered in that defensive presence and, you know, football IQ. I don't really want to put it in those terms, but maybe experience is the right word. Veteran experience is lacking in the backfield. I want to make a bold statement here.
Go ahead.
Nick Scott will not remain the starter for too much longer.
Thank you. I had that. I think Jordan took that over. Yep. Go ahead.
There were quite a few plays they decided to take Scott out and put Battle in, and Battle didn't miss
at all.
You know, the other thing with Awuzie being out, we had our top corner that was also out. Quietly, what's happening, and no one seems to have really noticed or is even really talking about it, is DJ Turner in 64 coverage snaps this season has allowed a completion percentage of 12.5%.
The future
That's
is
a
bright.
pretty elite stat.
Yes, it is.
So
We've been calling that since the training camp.
So the future is bright back there, but there is going to be some growing pains.
Yes.
And there will be some more growing pains once Battle also takes over. But the one thing that Battle's known for is he does not miss tackles. But if you ask me right now, I think Battle's here and Scott's here.
Facts.
That's just my opinion.
Yep, I'm with you on that. I got that on here too. I was like, it's safe to say, you know, he taking his spot, Nick Scott's spot. I mean, I don't think it was his spot to begin with. I thought he's had to get Battle with just like some time to adjust, like kind of like we call these the preseason games, an extra set of preseason games to get everybody in the flow. And he looked quick, right on his reads. Like Mav said, like I didn't see him, like he was everywhere, literally. Between him, DJ Turner, basically the whole group, Cam, the whole unit was on ball hawk mentality, including the linebackers, as we saw that Maverick just mentioned, with Logan and Pratt we just talking about. So yeah, everybody was on the same page mindset wise. But yeah,
I think that also kind of explains some of the big chunk plays that happened too. They were ready to try to get that ball back.
Hell yeah.
And got themselves out of position a little bit.
That too. That's another thing that to add on the positive, that we were finally in great field position. Like finally, like everything that happened like played in our favor. So we always had great field position. I can't remember. I don't know if there's a point of the game where we actually started like at the 25 or behind the 25, but it was rare. I remember just being in the right place at the right time to, you know, like to make the plays and got in the end zone or maybe got the field goal off. I just know it wasn't too many 3-and-outs compared to how we've been seeing these past couple of weeks. I can tell you that. We didn't see too many 3-and-outs that we had. But other than that, yeah, those probably my positives as well on that, man. Offense finally clicking. Anything else to add, to the one positive, one negative ordeal?
Oh, I got one for the negative.
Go ahead, bro.
Like I said, you know, Chase was involved. Tyler Boyd was involved, Trent Irwin. They doing all of this without my man T. Higgins, okay?
Yo, we gotta talk about Trent Irwin. I'm not Trent Irwin, but Trey Henderson. But go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
It seems, I mean, it could easily be sealing his fate. You know, like we still talked about possibly being franchise tag for the up and coming off season. But I like what's happening. But like I said, with them doing this without T. Higgins even being there, especially if he don't play next week and they do something kind of similar to this, it's like in my mind, it's like a foregone conclusion. He's out of here.
Man,
I could be wrong.
I'm not mad at you saying this because I was seeing a lot of this speculating, like after the game ended, that I was seeing a lot of speculation of like the future T. Higgins. I'm sitting here like, and that's what I was kind of talking. I was lightly talking about that earlier, but I was like, it was that cloud. Like, look how we look. Just stop and look. Just how we just looked in that game. And I know how we look when we're all full strength with T. Higgins added,
Right.
but game plan wise, just look how that looked. Like, of course, it just brought back that LSU. It brought back just them two, just doing it. The LSU with the weapons. So that's what it kind of looked like to me, like just watching it. I'm not saying they should just get rid of T. Higgins. I'm not saying none of that shit, but I'm just saying, like, I'm going off what you're saying. I'm seeing what everybody else is saying. I'm just looking at it, just out of hindsight. I'm not saying that they should go with it from here on out. I'm not saying that because we're going to need that extra. It's nice to have that extra weapon to, break out space for Jamar. If it's not for Jamar, for Tyler Boyd, for Joe Mixon to get some rushes, for the tight end, whoever that might be, or, the wide receiver number 4, whoever that is. So it's just like, it opens a lot of room for a lot of people to get open. And we're still early in the season, so it's kind of hard to just to put a stamp on that right now. So I don't want to entertain it yet, but just seeing it.
I got one thing to add to that.
Go ahead, bro.
Anyone that wants to have that type of conversation needs to remember last year when Chase went down with the hip injury.
That's what I was about to say.
Top wide receiver that took control of the offense
was T. Higgins.
The offense, if you want to use those same words, turn around against you, you can say the same thing about Chase then, because when he went down, the offense didn't miss a beat.
Nope.
We were still putting points up on the board and still moving the ball. Even at one point, we didn't have neither Chase nor Boyd, but there was Higgins, and Higgins controlled the game.
Yep.
So my argument can go right back at it for anybody that wants to question about, do we really need him or whatever it is that BS that people want to put out there.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
You need to go back and look at other games and see what all happens. Just because this game went really great without Higgins out there doesn't mean every game's going to be that way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not sold. I'm not sold. But the offense looked great on how it did. It is nothing against him, but it looked great. It looked great. But I did see that run.
It's a very good problem to have. I'll put it like that.
Yeah. Yeah, but like just to feed off what you're saying, Matt, like at least it shows that like we're able to move the ball without either or player. I think that's a positive.
The only thing I would say that would be a positive in those terms, and that might be the way that people are meaning it when they say it, is it doesn't feel like there's as much pressure to try to distribute the ball evenly to keep your star players satisfied. That's the only counter I could say with it, that maybe things could flow a little easier when you think about it like that.
That's the perfect answer. Yeah, I just couldn't figure out in the words, but that's probably the perfect answer to say right there.
That's only an issue if you have selfish diva receivers.
Thank you.
And these guys are an extremely close unit. They are not.
Yeah,
nowhere close. But of course, things are going to be so when they're frustrated and shit. But they also back it up too. Chase, fucking open.
Yep.
Yes, you were. So.
But yeah, man. But yeah, good answer, Fox, man. Good answer. I ain't mad at that. Not mad at that. That shit was floating around like crazy. Yeah, I'm like, oh no. I mean, it looked good, but I was seeing like it goes back to when it goes back to the last week. That was another person that was the people were saying they're like after they're saying F the team and all this shit after last week, they're like trade Higgins and all this shit. So that's where it's all coming from what happened before. So I'm just like, I don't know, bro. But I mean, I see what people were seeing, but like Mav said, like we're not going to get that type. It goes back to either Arizona defense was that bad, or is just like we was just on our shit? But it's just like you said, a little bit of both that I could agree with. So it's just like it's not going to be the same every game. We're going to meet some challenges every game. So it's like, you know, sometimes it might be Boyd's turn. It might be somebody else's turn. It might, you know, anything can happen in these games.
Hey, any great defense can turn into a bad one for one game, and any bad defense can turn into a great one.
Amen.
I mean, look what back-to-back weeks happened with Dallas. That defense looked like nobody can stop them, and then they got steamrolled the following week.
Mm-hmm.
Anything can happen.
Hell yeah, man.
So I'm not going to blame solely on Arizona's defense. They'll have their good games in that too.
Right.
All right, man. My favorite topic, man. Here we go, man. Offense, defense, special teams, man. Performance grade, man. Here we go. Who's up first, man? Fox, you go first, bro.
All right, so we're gonna start with the offense. With the offense, I'm gonna go with B, B plus.
Okay. What's your reasoning on that though for the B plus?
I get a B plus because I'm still not set. I know the line held up, but there was a lot of plays where I'm like, does he have the time to do it, or is they just not bringing the house?
Mm-hmm.
And I know they're not gonna hold up all the time. I get it, you know. Sacks happen, but I still feel like you know, with miscommunication, did we have any false starts? I can't recall.
No one.
Not many. It wasn't many penalties on that.
Yeah, not many penalties. The game was flowing.
I don't recall any holding penalties. There was a hands to the face, I think.
Oh yeah.
That was on that was the play where Tyler Boyd had a touchdown, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember if it was a touchdown or not. It might have been a big first down. I can't remember. It was hands to the face, but there were no holding penalties or false starts that I could think of.
That was the touchdown plays got called back because it I think it might have been Carreras hit dude in the neck. It was it was illegal hands to the face, they said, and it got called back. But it would have been a nice touchdown because Boyd, it was a nice wide receiver screen.
Nice, yeah.
It was for like maybe 25, maybe 30 yards. Like he hustled for it too.
My bad, Fox. Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
Like I said, I'm still going with the B plus.
Okay.
I leave it at there's always room for improvement. So I don't want to give them that A and just be like, yeah, we at the top of the mountain. So that's where I'm gonna call mine at.
Okay. All right, Mavy, man, what you got for the offense, man?
Again, I'm gonna actually agree with Fox on this. I kind of like the B plus. And the only reason it's not because of wide receivers in that, but there are miscues. The fact that 3 third downs, the offensive line allowed sacks against a team that we discussed earlier does not have a Myles Garrett, does not have a TJ Watt, does not have a Joey Bosa or a Nick Bosa.
Mm-hmm.
There's no true
challenge,
dangerous threat.
Yeah.
You know, and you still allowed of all downs, third down. So you can't do that. You had the miscue with Travion Williams. You had the interception that was allowed. I mean, it's not really Trent Irwin's, you know, slips happen. But, I mean, there were some miscues. That's the only reason I'm not going to go higher. And Grant, we were also trying to get our footing, you know, with our receiver being down, and the offense has not been great at all yet here. But like you always say, Summers, you hold things to a higher standard.
Yeah, you got to.
So
man.
we know what this offense is capable of. So if we want to have a discussion, did our offense do that good or did the defense do that bad? Well, if our offense was really doing as good as we can project them to be, then against this type of defense, they should have pulled like a Dolphins and put 70 points up on the board.
Thank you.
So
Thank you.
That's why I'm not gonna go that high.
Yo, did I airdrop you my notes or some shit, bro?
No.
This dude is Maverick is saying everything.
Oh, my bad.
I mean, I know me and you got the same mentality. I know me, you got the same mentality, but it's just like I said the same shit. I'm just sitting here like, bro, like, yeah, man.
So, I mean, what the offense did well is they
go ahead.
They took what the defense gave them.
Yeah.
They didn't try to shoot for too much extra. And when the big play opportunities were there, we went for it and capitalized on it. So they did exactly what the game plan was required from them.
Amen. I think as a whole group, we're going B plus. It's a whole group. I
That's
got
the only
beat.
reason. I mean,
Yeah.
Grant Irwin got, a career in receptions for him, and we all know obviously what Chase did. Those are great individual stats, but this is a grade for the unit as a whole.
Right.
Those players, those situations did good. Mixon had a mediocre day on the ground, but a lot of miscues that were there. And that's why I got to take some of it away.
Yeah. I'll say he still had like a solid day. I mean, like he kind of went down on his average. He's that 3.2 compared to like it being
25
like
for 81.
Yeah, it's still kind of solid. I mean, at least he finally got his 20 plus. I mean, he's been getting like less than 20 the past couple games. But yeah, it was solid. I mean, like when they use him, I mean, they got the yards they needed, but the pass game was working so well. It's like, they just stuck with it. But I'm with you guys, man. I guess we're going B plus as a team. But I said the same thing. I felt like the game should have been 42-20. Not even that. It should be like 42, maybe like 14. Like the amount of
with all the turnovers.
Thank you. Turnovers, amount of chances that we had. And if we didn't miscue any of those mistakes, yeah, it could have been easily like in the 40s. Easily.
Or like the score behind your head right now, 42-10.
Man.
Technically, yeah, that'd have been nice to see. That'd have been nice to see. Yeah, without that, I'll say without that touchdown that happened on Davis that got burnt. And the first career touchdown by the rookie, yeah, it probably looked just like that, man. You're right. It would probably look just like that. So yeah, that's what it should have been, 42-10 at least, at the bare minimum. But other than that, like I said, they play solid. Offensive line looked good for the most part. How many sacks they give up? Was it 2?
2 or 3, I think.
2 or 3.
How many did the Bengals give up? 3.
Yeah, 3. They gave up 3. Okay.
And all on third down.
Okay. So yeah, they play all right. They did all right. They capitalized when he needed to be. Right. Williams still looking good on the right tackle. I'm gonna keep pointing him out. I was even watching the Stride rewind. I was like, he's looking good as a right tackle, man. He's definitely looking good.
Well, I will say this: how much love you give Williams, according to PFF.
Go ahead.
Alex Kappa versus the Cardinals, even though there were 3 sacks on third down, on 51 pass blocking snaps, he had 0 sacks allowed and 0 pressures allowed.
On Kappa?
On Kappa.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I see that right here. So I think the most Brown allowed, 4, Volson allowed 3, and Williams 3. Carreras and Kappa base had the less. Okay. But yeah, Carreras did let up a sack. But I mean, yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, that 88.2. I see that. I definitely see that. Okay. Going into the defense, man. I wish y'all grades for this.
Go for it, Fox. You started it off right the first time.
Thanks.
For the defense, I'm might be a reoccurring theme here, but I'm going to go B plus again. The reason why, like you said, it was a lot of missed tackles, a lot of big yardage plays where it was like, damn. What you say, the 25-yard touchdown. Yep. I think the
whole summer Mav lifted
reverse for like 35 or 36 yards. I think Connor went down in the second quarter.
That might have been a second or early third. He had that long rush, and then
after the long run,
he averaged 7.7 yards per carry.
He was gashing us,
at that point.
But other than that, I mean, the line did a great job. Your boy Nick Scott, he might be an issue eventually.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna stay with my B plus.
I like it.
Keep this thing going.
Okay. High standard. I like it. Gotta keep at a high standard, man. Let's go, Mav. What you got?
Be one of those days. So you started it right on offense, and apparently you continued that trend. Way to be consistent. I agree with that B plus entirely. And the main reason I will go to the plus is the fact that we did have the interceptions and turnovers that we did. However, we had the missed turnovers, but the way you smack the ball down, it's not always going to fall into your hands. So that aggressiveness was nice. But again, the big plays that we gave up, especially towards the end of the game, you had the lead that you did, and you were kind of playing that conservative style defense once again, and letting them just kind of big play here, big play there, moving down the field, third down, you let them convert. If it wasn't for those fortunate turnovers, this could have been entirely different. And again, you only won by 14 points, but you got to remember, technically your offense only won by 7 because you had 7 of those points come from the defensive side of the ball with the pick 6.
Yep.
So again, the defense, I'll give you the B+ with your turnovers, but you were going against Joshua Dobbs. You weren't going against Josh Allen. You weren't going against Patrick Mahomes. You weren't going against Lamar Jackson, and keep the list moving. You're going against Dobbs. So I'm going to take it with a grain of salt. I mean, I'm glad the defense did what they did.
Right.
But with the missed tackles and that, there's a lot that needs to clean up because you go against one of your top tier defenses. I'll even throw Miami in there. You know, with their speed and stuff, you miss a tackle,
over.
It's gone.
You allow those big plays, they are gone.
You
and
ain't
it
lying.
can get ugly in a hurry.
Yeah.
So for this game, I'll give it a B+, but they still got plenty of work that they need to do.
I'm with you on that all the way. All the way. It was just like I was saying earlier. I'm right there with you guys. I got B on here just due to the missed tackles and everything. I'm with you on that 1,000%. Especially, I mean, like we said earlier, it's already set in stone that basically the pieces that's gonna be long term is Battle, Dax Hill, Britt, and Turner. Those gonna be they're not going nowhere like from here on out. Hendrickson, bro. I'm telling you, I said this shit at the beginning of the season. I hope we could get him back. He playing good football right now, man. First 5 games, he got 6 sacks, 1 forced fumble, bro. And I think only last season, bro, he only had 8 sacks total. So he's already near.
Oh, yeah.
He's already near.
For some reason, something was going on last year. Like they figured him out, like he could not get through.
Yeah.
And something this season, he's starting to break through again. Now, how much of it is him? And how much of it is the help he's receiving from the other side and the interior.
But either way, he's getting through. He's been getting through, and I appreciate it, man. Like he's been killing it, bro. I think he had an 89.6 rating yesterday. Battle had 87.8.
Reader, but if we had Geno Atkins in his prime again, that was taking care of the middle, I can only imagine what Hendrickson would be doing.
That's the thing, man. Like I think, like. You know, just since we're talking about the defense, I feel like that's just probably like the weakness as of right now. It's just that the interior defense is kind of, I don't know. I'm with you. Like maybe it's maybe
pass rush.
Yeah, maybe Reader's having he had an off game, but it's just like, I mean, we know what he could do. We know what BJ Hill can do. Yeah. But it's just like, I think that's just probably like the weakness as of right now. Cause like I said, we've seen a lot of big plays being let up these past. We're on week 5 right now. We've been seeing a lot of big plays being brought through like that. So, but yeah, I got him with a B-. Definitely B- for the defense. Then we got much to this. I said I agree with everything that everybody said on this. Everything. What other ones going forward? Oh yeah, special teams. What you guys got?
Special teams. I'm gonna go. Let's see. With the special teams, I'm gonna go with an A-.
A-.
You know, great field position. You know, when we who was returning our punts? Irwin
was, yeah.
When he did his return the punts, he got good yardage. Money Mac still did his thing. So I mean, I can't really ask for much from them. When their name was called, they did what they had to do.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that. Because ain't really too much to say. Because I mean, like they just did what they had to do. We didn't really see the punter too much. Probably saw him like maybe twice yesterday. I think twice. I was going
to get into it once I went into mine.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, bro. But I'm with you. A-. But yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
So both of y'all going A-?
A-, bro.
For special teams, I'm going to go A+ with the special teams. You know, Irwin had a return of 25 and 14. McPherson had 2 40-yard field goals. On his kickoffs, twice he hit the goalpost on the opposite side. Robbins had a 59-yard punt with only a 16-yard return and a 15-yard return. So special teams itself, I think, at least for the past couple of weeks, has really been doing their part.
Yeah, they've been on the incline, I'll say, like since week 1. We've been seeing a lot of good things.
Right now, I feel like any return, as long as whoever a returner is can catch it, at any moment, they're going to be able to take it to the house. I feel like every time I watch it.
Who would you guys like to see as the returner?
Jones.
Who about you?
Who you say, Jones?
Yeah, Charlie.
Honestly, I think I would keep. I think Charlie does have more speed. but for some reason I just like Irwin being back there. I don't know. It's weird.
Well, so far, I mean, this is Jones' first season, so you haven't seen too much of
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But Jones is out for how long? He on IR, right? Couple more games.
I mean, I'll say maybe a couple. It was because it's phalanges, remember?
Right. Tape it up.
He might say hey, he'll be back. He'll be back sooner or later. The phalanges all messed up, so he'll be back sooner or later. I mean, like I like both of them. I like both options. I do like Irwin back there, but I'm with Maverick. I do like Charlie Jones back there from what we saw. The back together Saturday and all that stuff. How like just speed itself. The speed is what we were seeing. So I was like that. Another person, I know they won't do it. I mean, DJ Turner's pretty quick. I know they won't do it, but he's pretty quick. Chase Brown's pretty quick. I know they won't do it, but he's pretty quick as well. But if we're just holding it down to these two individuals of Irwin and Charlie, yeah, I'm down with Charlie. But Irwin's not really a bad. Like I said, he almost got loose on a couple of. He almost got loose, so he's not a bad returner either. So just keep it going. They got everybody in the right position, in the right spots. Man, I'm not mad at anything they're doing, man. They actually made great coaching decisions yesterday. I think that's just what I'm mostly impressed. It's like they finally made great coaching like decisions. Not 1,000% great, like A+ level, but it was good enough to where they executed. And like I said, we got out there with a dub. So yeah, like that's all that matters. But yeah, man. Anything else to add, man, going forward, y'all? One thing that did make me mad before we get into the player of the game was that the goal line play where we could have extended it way much longer. We went for it on 4th and 1, gave it the mix, and we got stopped. Thank God we returned it with the user pick with Cam Taylor-Britt, but that's just one of those situations where like you got to call up a better play because it goes back to what you saying, Fox. I do believe it was all 3 running plays. It wasn't nothing changed. It was the same play like all 3 times.
Straight up the middle. Like,
yeah.
What's going on?
And a true fullback.
Yeah, man.
Solve that issue.
Yo, man, what were we saying? Like, I think I said it. Or you said it, but I think maybe season 1, where we're talking about the whole running issues, I think we said like, yo, put Sam Hubbard a fullback or something. We just saw that dude run like a 90-yard TD.
I mean, they used to do that with Damata Pecco.
Yep. Yeah, they did. So I was like, man, let's see that back there. Oh, and thank y'all for bringing it up. Think about this real quick. Just think about this real quick, y'all. You know how we got this tight end issue going on right now, right?
Oh, we have a tight end?
Thank you.
Sorry.
So since we got this little issue going on with the tight end, how would y'all feel? And let's say, like I said, we got Higgins back, we got Yoshi. He want to say Latimer. Was almost calling Kwame for right now. So think about this. Let's say
Lassiter?
Thank you. So let's say Trent Irwin bulked up on the offseason. Would y'all be cool to see him on a tight end position? Like kind of run like a Darren Waller type ordeal?
No. Irwin can't put that type of weight and size on the frame that he's got.
Anybody can put weight on size, bro. That's not he's going to a high protein diet. I'm just saying, just look at his athleticism. He'd be just like Hayden Hurst. Just hear me out.
How tall is he?
Bruh, he's like at least 6'6".
Is he?
Bro, I could be tripping. I'm just saying. Hear me. I'm just saying. Hear me out. If he bulked up like Hayden Hurst wasn't
6'2", 200 pounds.
All right, 6'2". All right, okay. But still, not saying permanently, but just try him out.
Kind of thinking like, you remember what was the guy's name that was for New Orleans that was playing quarterback and tight end and
dude, he's still there right now. I know you're talking about
Tyson Hill or something like that.
Yeah, Tyson Hill. Tyson Hill.
Okay. So you thinking something like that?
Something like that. Look how athletic the dude is. You got to use him. I would hate for T. Higgins to come back and then like he's just on the sideline. Like he been making noise, man. Like since Irwin's been on the squad, bro, he's been making noise. Don't get me wrong. The Kansas City game of the AFC Championship game, he did go silent. Don't get me wrong. He did go silent last year in the AFC Championship game. But if we just test him out here and there, not permanently, let's say he bulked up, got some size on him, be like, I don't know how tall Hayden Hurst is.
Yeah, but what's the difference between that and just doing a 4 wide receiver set, though?
some on the short end instead of just everybody's going out. I mean, yeah, you could write it. You could
Hey, you're
move
still
around.
able to adjust
You
them.
can move
You're
around but
gonna have linebackers on it. That might be help you out a little bit.
if I go open up something, bro. But just with his ability and his catches, bro, like and his athleticism, I think he could be a type of threat, man. That's just me. I was just fantasizing. I'm sitting looking at the game. I'm like, bro, he could be just like Hayden Hurst, bro. You just put on some size. Like he got it, man. He's got to put on the size. He'd be good. I don't know. I just had to bring that to y'all, man. I was like, man, let me see how they feel about this shit. And I can tell y'all iffy on it, but hey, it's all right. It's all right. I'm just saying, man, we got this tight end issue going on. Just use him as like a little draw something up for him. I can draw something up for him.
Well, Hayden Hurst is 6'4", 250 pounds. So
6'4"?
you think Irwin's going to put 200 or going to put 50 pounds on that frame and still keep his speed?
You're going to lose speed, huh?
You got to put on that much, though. You got to put on that much. You got to put on that much, I don't think.
Send him across the middle to get racked.
Oh, yeah, he'll get mobbed, yeah. I'm just saying, man. I mean, like, he leaned. Right now, he leaned. So I was like, yeah, as we look at him right now, yeah, it looks brutal. He's going to get his ass mopped. But I'm saying, if he put on, like, some Jeremy Shockey-like size, he might be cool. Might be cool, maybe. Maybe. We won't know till we see it, but I know we won't see it. I'm just fantasizing. But, yeah. All right. Going forward, man. Players of the game, man. Players of the game. Of course, Jamar Chase for the offense.
Of course. Hands down.
Defense, I'm giving it to Trey.
Trey
Henderson, man. It could go a bunch of different ways.
I'm still going back to this previous conversation.
Oh, go ahead, bro.
Irv Smith is 240 pounds.
He's slow as shit.
Drew Sample is 255 pounds.
They blockers, they slow as shit.
And Mitchell Wilcox is 250 pounds.
That's another cooler.
Tanner Taylor, whatever name.
Yeah, but they use as blockers though, bro. They're not really used for like as a weapon, an extra weapon. They use a block. Like we're talking big, y'all talking big body. That's 3 big bodies. That's blockers.
You think
they're tight ends?
Remember Aaron Hernandez?
But the tight end don't got to be a big body. Like he could be, like I said, if Darren Waller is out there with a wide receiver type build, catching the stuff he catching, I believe anybody could do it. If they just go the same route. If he could do it, Trent Irwin could do it. That's just my faith in Trent Irwin. I believe
Tyler Eifert, who was a big receiving target, 250 pounds.
He was 250?
251.
He even looked like he was 250.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
Bro, he looked like he about like maybe.
Well, he was like what, 6'4"?
He was like 6. He probably was like 6. He played basketball too, I believe.
Right.
6'6".
6'6".
He was 6'6".
Kobe. Kobe height.
Man.
But yeah, man. I'm just saying, man.
Jermaine Gresham, 260.
Oh, we're going way back in time. That's when it was used as a big body. That's a big body, man.
That's a tight end.
That's a big body. But we gotta get out of that, bro. But we're talking about how. Come on, bro. We're talking about how the old people ran the offense back in the 90s. Like, come on, bro. This the new. This the new.
Come on, Boomer.
Yeah, man. You talking about baby boomer offense,
Get that
man.
Bill Belichick shit out of here.
We talking about the new Gen Z offense. Today's generation. Yeah, today's generation offense, man. So it's like, I don't know. Just throwing it out there, man. Who y'all got for y'all player of the game? Offense and defense?
Offense is definitely hands down is Chase. Defense, I think I probably will say Cam
Taylor? Okay.
For the pick 6 to kind of turn everything around.
Thanks. On some Oprah shit, you give him everybody an award for real.
Honestly.
I was just going to say that for the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah.
But if I had to give one, obviously, I think we all might agree with Jamar Chase as the offensive. You can't take that away.
He got the 3 touchdowns.
Defensive, I like your pick with Cam Taylor Britt, but I am going to go the other way around. Summers already mentioned this. I'm going to have to go with Trey Hendrickson. Without the pressure that he was providing, those pick opportunities wouldn't even presented themselves.
Thank you. Yo, wouldn't even happen.
It all starts up front.
Yo. He brought the pressure, man. We like Maverick said, we've been talking about this for a long time too. Like they got to get pressure on the quarterback. We weren't really seeing that the past couple of games. Like now, like we're finally seeing it. Yeah, to I guess we'll call it a mediocre team, but hey, it's still something, you know. Still something. It wasn't against your, like Matt would say, wasn't get like your Bills, your Chiefs, any of the, the top playoff AFC or NFC teams. Wasn't against those, but I mean, it's still something. It's still reps. I'll call it still reps. I'll say that. It's still reps. Play of the game. This could go either way.
Play of the game?
Yeah, play of the game.
Oh, okay.
I'm going with the pick six, man. I feel like that was the momentum, because think about it. Like I just talked about it. I was like, we got stopped. I think it was only up like 17-14 might have been. We got
going in the half. We were trying to put points on because we were getting the ball right back.
Right. Thank you. Thank you too. Thank you. That's what happened. That's what happened. So yeah. They fucked up on the offensive. They fucked up on the play. Then we get the ball back. That was clutch. Yeah. There's a bunch of plays of the game that like you can mention. There's a bunch of them, man. You can even mention. I want to say that Jermaine Pratt was a player. That was kind of like the closer of the game. The Jermaine Pratt pick. The 63-yard bomb.
Said Jamar. I would have said. I was just gonna say. I would have said that would have been, but the defense allowed Arizona to answer it right back.
Yeah, they did. Which was crucial.
Like immediately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, which was crucial. I'm with you on that. I'm definitely with you on that. What's some other ones? There's some other ones that happened in the game. There's a lot of highlights in that game, man. There's a lot of highlights. Definitely a lot of highlights. If y'all can't think of none, man, I will go forward. Okay, man. So I brought this up to y'all lastly before we get to the Seahawks, man. So since we're in the month of the free agency, man, y'all still cool? What y'all seeing? No changes.
Like I said last week, it ain't in our DNA. It ain't
happening. Okay.
It ain't happening.
I'll tell y'all what's the buzz going around.
What is it? I'll
say, are we talking free agencies or free agency, or are we talking trademark?
Trade.
We can do both.
I don't see either one of them happen. Okay.
Okay, well, I'll let you go ahead. Where are you going?
All right. The buzz I'm seeing, so since we got off the tight end issue with we could cut off the Irwin stuff. I'm not gonna cut it off, but we cut it off. I'm seeing folks, man. They talking about since the Falcons ain't using Kyle Pitts, what's up? How y'all feeling?
Not gonna do it.
We don't see it either. Tight end.
They wouldn't do it. They picked him, and he was a top 10 pick. They're not going to do that.
We don't use our tight end either. Do it.
I've been seeing shit. I'll say this though. If they were to pick up something, I don't think it would be like if they were to pick up something, I think they could add it to maybe like the D line. Maybe. If it's there, if it's somebody solid there, I'd be cool with it for to be the D line. I would be cool with it. I don't know what they would do. But like I said, I feel like the issue is just the interior defense. It'd be nice to get somebody fresh right now. That's just me. But yeah, that's what they were teasing on. Like I said, the buzz and the Who Dey Nation.
That's crazy. He's a top 10 pick and ain't even used. That's wild.
I think he got hurt, but honestly, I ain't gonna get too much into him. But like,
it's his second year or third.
I want to say it's the second. That's what I want to say.
It's the 50 career catches. You know what I mean?
But yeah, man. But yeah, I'll get off that, man. But yeah, that's what I was seeing. I was trying to ask y'all, y'all cool with y'all seeing for right now, but everybody's cool. All right, man. Up next, we got the Seahawks this Sunday at 1 p.m., October 15th. So we got to do to win this game, y'all.
Real quick, you didn't really say what you were willing to give up.
Oh. Hey, would I be willing to give up for if I were to go with the Pitts route? Yikes.
Because, see, that's the other part of the equation. What are you willing to give up?
Okay, if we were to entertain this, who would be cool giving up for Pitts other than, of course, Irv?
I can guarantee you right now.
I don't see.
They're going to ask for a first round pick. He's still under his first year round pick contract, so his contract is a 5-year length.
I'll give him the 2027.
So they're going to want that at least in return.
2027.
They won't go that far. They'll want it for this upcoming.
Well, yeah, y'all good. Y'all can have this 2027. Y'all can have this one, bro.
And that's way too far out.
Yeah, they ain't gonna do that. Yeah, I'm with you. They probably have to literally probably give up definitely be a draft pick. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. It had to be a draft pick and something else. But the crazy thing is, man, like, I mean, I can see a lot of stuff, not with us, but I can see a lot of stuff happening, like, outside our team trade-wise. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of surprise with some teams starting the way they starting. But yeah. Y'all good on y'all still trying to entertain this?
No.
All right. I might have said I'm with you. Like,
I'm
it's
looking
like
at possibilities that are even out there. There's a rumor about it could be a reunion, but not anything worth getting rid of. The Jets might be looking to move on from CJ Uzama, but what upgrade are you really getting there?
nothing.
He wasn't that guy. I mean,
Yeah. There's a lot of stuff.
The first rated tight end that I see that's still available as a free agent is Max Williams.
Max Williams? Lord.
So, like I say, your options aren't very.
It's slim. We got to give up a draft pick, like you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely got to do a draft pick. Yoshi ain't going nowhere.
But see, that's the other thing too. There were plenty of tight ends in this year's draft, and the Bengals did not even take a sniff.
Yeah, I know. So I guess we all agree basically like the interior lineman, the tight end position, and I guess we could say the right tackle position. You know, it's solid right now, but it'd be nice to have somebody behind him as well, just so he's not taking all those reps.
They might look, but it's going to be on the cheap side.
Facts, so, as usual.
Being honest, it's just good. And that's the other thing too. They wouldn't make a move for someone like Kyle Pitts anyway, because again, even though he's still under his 5-year contract, they're not going to. They already know it won't last. So why take the time and lose a pick when there's going to be somebody you can't afford down the road anyway?
You could beef up Irwin, man. I'm telling you, brother. Keep it in the family, like they say. Keep it in the family, man. Keep it in the family. But like I said, I'm just fantasizing, man. I'm just fantasizing. But going back to like the rumors and people talking, like, yeah, I was seeing Justin Jefferson going to fantasy land. I sent that to y'all in the group chat. I miss playing with Chase.
That's the normal.
Oh, he's depressed.
Everybody's going insane with trade stuff.
Yeah, because I mean, I'm seeing folks talking about like, oh, let's trade Higgins for, Vontae Adams or trade Higgins for Jefferson. I'm like, I don't see what's the point of trying to trade somebody. I mean, it's one thing if you don't want to be here, but he wants to be here. So like, I'm not
right. And I even told you that one would actually make sense because you would have Adams for 2 more. I want to say this year and next year, which would be cheaper than a franchise tag for Higgins or any contract extension that you give to Higgins. So from a financial standpoint, that would actually make sense for the Bengals, and it would make sense for Higgins to get the type of extension he is looking for if he would move on. So, like I said, that's something that could work out actually well for both sides. But how often have a high caliber star player for another high star caliber player? You never see a player per player trade.
There's
rare. There's also be other stuff involved. So
right, that's rare. I can't remember the last time we saw something like that, other than like with quarterbacks, but. Not even with quarterbacks. It's just rare. It's just rare. Yeah, I'm with you with that. But that's what I was saying, man. Like I said, we talking about that like maybe a couple weeks ago when I sent that to y'all. I was like, yo, this coming from his account. this ain't no clickbait. Like this dude really, really depressed over there in Minnesota. I'm like, this is interesting. And then the Devontae Adams thing, we'll see.
Hurt too. Ain't he hurt?
Who?
Jefferson. I think
right now he's butt hurt at Minnesota.
Yeah, both ways. Feed off with Maverick saying, yeah. That's a fact.
Sorry,
what Maverick said. What Maverick said.
Help myself.
Yeah, man. So yeah, we'll see, man. All right. Like I said, Seahawks, 1 p.m., y'all, Sunday. October 15th, man. Tune in. So what we got to win this game, y'all? We got to win this game.
You want to take it or me first? It don't matter.
Okay, I'll go with for me, I believe to win this game against the Seahawks, protection is going to be key, just like any other game. And play calling. You're gonna have to, like I said, you're gonna have to mix up this play calling.
Yeah. You're going against Pete Carroll. You ain't going against the high school coach you just
right, that brand new coach. So you're gonna have to definitely keep the play spicy. So
yeah, man.
play calling and protection for me.
Okay.
Strap up. Sorry.
All right, Mavy Mav. He said strap up.
This is both
Silly,
a
bro.
payback game for the Bengals, and history currently is also in our favor in this game.
Talk that
So the
talk.
last time that Seattle and Cincinnati played each other was in 2019 season opener. The
Yep.
Seahawks escaped the win 21-20. So that payback is still coming. Unfortunately, Burrow was not a part of that team. He was still at LSU. So Burrow has never lost to Pete Carroll. So that's one of the odds that's in our favor, along with the revenge game.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing is Cincinnati holds the lead in all-time series at 11-10. We have won 3 of the last 5 games since the turn of the century.
Okay.
The other thing is that the Seahawks under Pete Carroll are slightly over being 50-50 off of a bye week. They are 7-6, but they are on a 3-year consecutive losing streak after the bye.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So we kind of got all that.
Okay.
Few things in my favor, you know.
That it's also a home game, and we're going to be going into our bye, and we're fighting to get back our season.
Yeah, I'm about to say 3-3 is what we said on the last episode. It was like what we hope to get. Yeah, I'm with all that. Definitely with all that. They've just got to start out fast, man. They got to start out the way they start out this game that we just witnessed. You know, definitely instant the run game. Clock management got to be on point. Kick first. if they win,
we always anytime we win, we always defer.
Yeah, man, definitely defer first. I don't like getting the ball first, but if we do get the ball first, like definitely set the tone. You got to set the tone. If you don't set a tone, you go 3 and out. Or a quick 3 and out. It's gonna be, I don't know what it's gonna look like, but it might be a little long day. But
so
I hope
we're
not.
Talking about the consistency.
Thank you, man.
See the 3-point Tennessee team or the 34-point Arizona team? We don't know yet.
Hey, that's the best comparison. That's what it comes down to. Like, what type of game we're going to see. That's probably like the top 2 games as of right now that they had the high performance. But yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm definitely with you on that. But yeah, they got to be on their P's and Q's on that. Gino, let me see. I mean, I don't want to talk bad about the dude, man. I mean, because he came back from the dead, bro.
Mean what you say.
He came back from the dead, man. I mean, listen, they just gotta, Hubbard and Hendrickson and the whole interior. It's got to be on their P's and Q's, man, at the line. Definitely rushing. He doesn't really scramble that much, does he? Compared to your average, mobile quarterback today, like he don't really scramble like that.
He does.
He does.
He does.
Okay. I don't know. Like I said, we over here on the Midwest. We don't see them games. Score predictions. Got any score predictions for this game? Let's hear it.
Let's see.
I got to hear this. I have to hear this.
So we're gonna hope that everything is a continuation off of what we just saw.
Swell. Yeah.
Let's go.
Swell.
Let's go. 28-20.
Okay.
Yeah, because I do believe it's a matchup problem with what's the receiver they got?
Metcalf.
That's definitely a matchup problem. So I do feel like they're gonna score.
Yeah. But that's the thing, they can't give them time to find. That's what that rushing has to come in effect. Like the D, they got to be on their shit. They got to be on their shit. They got to close out immediately. If they don't, yeah, it's gonna be curtains wherever that's on that left side.
You got to worry about Tyler Lockett's still there.
He's still there?
Yeah, he's still there.
Oh, damn.
Your buddy from Ohio, he from Ohio State. They got Jigsaw Puzzle, whatever his name is.
Oh Lord.
Jigsaw.
What's his name? I know you know.
Would you like to play a game?
Come on. You know who I'm talking about, though.
Yeah, but, Jigsaw.
He's good too. I will say he's good, but
I hear you.
So I'm gonna go 28-20.
28-20. All right, Matt, what you got?
again, it's going to be, can we show consistency? Metcalf can be an issue, but he can also be contained. The only thing he is his height and his strength. They got a great run game. How well are you going to be able to defend the run and provide a pass rush? How quickly can you disrupt their run game and Geno Smith? That's going to be the main question. I'm really hoping this is going to be the start of things. I wish we knew exactly what the injury report was to see exactly where we're going to be at. So we don't know if Higgins is going to play this week or if they're going to go ahead, which I said I would let him sit out. So then he also has the bye.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume Higgins will not be in there.
So you can entertain both if you got two scores, but go ahead, G.
I'm hoping he won't be. No, I don't have two different scores.
Okay.
It's just, well, I mean, I kind of do because I'm fighting myself.
If you have like a with and without.
Say what?
If you have like a with score and without.
No, it's not really with him or without.
Okay,
I'm arguing in my own head of which team is really going to show up. Because again, our offense only put up we had 34.
Yep.
The offense only put up 3 touchdowns if I did that math correctly. You said 28-20, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm kind of leaning towards a 31-24.
Ooh, okay. Shootout ordeal?
Not like necessarily a shootout. I think it's going to start off slow. It's going to be, several different phases. It's going to start off. Well, no, I think it might start off like real quick and be like very beginning, and then it's going to have a real slow moment, and then all of a sudden, somewhere in the second half, it's going to go back and forth a little bit.
Okay.
So
and it's all come down basically to that final possession from each side of what's going to happen.
Damn. Okay.
I see it playing out very well the same way it did against Arizona, just not without all those turnovers.
Right. I'm with you on that. It's definitely going to be, I feel like it's going to be a close game. That's just me. They're coming to 3-1. We still trying to fight to get the 3-3, get back on track. I got 23-18.
23-18.
Yeah, I got 23-18. I got it close, like super, super close, neck and neck. That's what I got.
Either way, I see it being a one-possession game.
Oh, yeah, it's going to, yeah, definitely.
Something tells me it's going to be a 4-point game, that a field goal is not going to tie and the team's going to need a touchdown to win it. My gut just doesn't know which side is going to be in that situation. And I hate to say that, but I'm just being honest with it.
I'm with you.
So I see consistency.
Can't forget that, yo. Can't forget that word consistency, man. All right. Got some solid scores right there. Hope we pull out the dub, man. That's all I hope. I hope we get a 3-3. Let's get on to these round of league results real quick and get on out of here, man. Yeah, I hope they pull this off, man. No joke. All right, tonight, Monday night, we got Packers-Raiders. That should be an interesting one. This past Thursday, we had the Bears against the Commanders. They won 40-20. Rest in peace, Dick Butkus, man. That was a good return for that. We told you about the Bengals. They win 34-20. The Jaguars over the pond. They won 25-20 against the Bills. That was a good game. That was a solid game. Colts beat the Titans 23-16. The Saints beat the dog shit out the Patriots 34-0. Maverick, ever since you mentioned something about old boy, the coach over here, they've been on trash mode.
Who, Belichick?
Yeah, Belichick, yo. Ever since you mentioned him, bro. Ever since Maverick came back, yo.
They've been on. More as the quarterback.
Huh?
Mac Jones is, from what I see, terrible. I haven't seen anything from Mac Jones.
Well, when you compare him to his predecessor, anybody's going to
yeah.
That was my whole argument with Belichick, was everybody wants to talk about how great Belichick is. No, it is how great he was because he had Brady as his quarterback.
Yeah.
Again, don't forget about how he was in Cleveland. I mean,
it's a long time
ago.
You
put Brady on Cleveland. Cleveland would end up being the same way. I guarantee it.
Yeah, with Mac Jones, I mean, like, he's good. It's just unfortunate. I mean, we saw how we played with him. We played against him last year, like in the December game.
I'll say this: does Mac Jones play defense?
Oh yeah, he don't play defense. No.
I mean, that's
he can't do nothing. Defense is trash. Yeah, the defense is trash. Yeah, and he really got much on offense. Remember, they were hoping.
Remember,
They're hoping Juju was gonna be the dude.
And he got hurt.
That was the dumbest mistake
Belichick is
ever.
a defensive coach.
He ain't an offensive coach, man. Yeah, I bet it's could be on the coach. I bet it's on the coaching, man. Mac just in a shitty situation.
Yeah.
Going forward, man, surprisingly, I was watching this during the stream. The Steelers pulled off the win against the Ravens, 17-10, bro. That was major. Going forward, the Falcons beat the Texans 21-19. Good close game. The Lions, they're in full effect. They beat the Panthers 42-24. Dolphins beat the Giants 31-16. Eagles beat the Rams 23-14. The Jets beat the Broncos 31-21. It's looking messy down there in Denver, bro. Me and Matt were talking about that shit earlier. That shit looking messy. Here we go, man. Chiefs beat the Vikings 27-20. And the Cowboys lose against the 49ers 42-10. Yikes, yo.
Y'all just never heard Russell Wilson's full expression. He might say, let's ride, but the last part of it is like Thelma and Louise, right off that mile high mountain.
Man, I just know they
watch it burn.
They gotta be regretting that move, man. I don't know.
For what all they gave up.
They gave up too much for that.
Pete Carroll's got to be excited as all hell.
Man, that's crazy.
That's insane. Other than that, man, shouts out to new subscribers, man. We're sitting at 203, man. Finally broke the 200 mark, man. Thank you. Appreciate that. Also, we'll be live streaming, of course, this Sunday, man, for the game. I'll be tuning in. Well, tune in at 11:30. I said I'll be tuning in.
Tune in. Say, damn, you watching yourself? That is talent.
That's some wild shit if you do that. But yeah, tune in 11:30, man. Power hour starts at noon. That's all we got for y'all, man. Anything to add, y'all, man? Anything on your mind real quick before we get out of here, man? That's episode 58 for all the stripes. Make sure you hit that notification bell also if you want to get all the updates when we drop and the live stream. But yeah, man. Y'all got anything, man? Got mine? Got nothing? That is a wrap, y'all, man. Hope we get the W, man. Hope with one of our scores come true. If not, just hope they get the W. That's all we got for today, man. Give y'all a hoo-day, baby.
Hoo-day.
Let's go, man. Hope we get the W, man. We love y'all. We out. Salute.